Alrighty, we're pleased to have on today on the podcast on his birthday. Beautiful human, legend, Hall of Famer. He's won about everything that you can think of, and I will never win as much as this guy has won. Colin Coben. Cobes, happy birthday, and thanks for jumping on the podcast today.
Well, thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. I know we tried to do this 13 months ago. Now we have video. We wanted to see your face, and now it's no better time to have you on the podcast. So, what's new in your world? What's going on? What's happening? And yeah, what's up?
Well, it's just a nice blustery winter day out there, and waiting for the spring to come. We in our love of our game, we can hardly wait for the spring all the time. So
yeah,
that's what I'm doing. Living the dream.
I was hitting golf balls today, getting fitted for our new TaylorMade golf clubs.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm excited, but I think my game needs some work. I haven't golfed at all winter. My hands hurt, and I think I'm gonna wait till 2 more months here before we get back on the golf course. But yeah, no, I'm excited though for sure.
Yeah.
Tori?
Why are your hands hurting?
I honestly, I don't know. I think it's because I'm on the ice for 10 months of the year, and then I golf, and then my calluses never get a chance to breathe.
Okay.
And they hurt today. So
cranking himself.
Okay, Coves, let's go to a young Colin Coben. I believe in Delisle, Saskatchewan. Walk us through a young Colin Coben.
Well, with the game of golf, I grew up playing golf on the Dusty Nine over here across the tracks. Sand greens, 9-hole. My parents were golfers, so they introduced me to the game, I guess. I was a hockey player. I was going to be a hockey player. Everybody grows up in Saskatchewan playing hockey.
Yeah.
Not everybody played golf, but I did, and my mother helped us a long way, and I used to go across there and go round and round and round, lots by myself, and we had this one hole. It was par 5, 385 yards, I think. If I could get it to the 100-yard and then to the 2, to the 3, get it on and make it, I would be slamming my fist. I made a par. But that, a lot of my friends played and then they quit. And I still played all the sports, played ball, played hockey, but I loved golf.
Yeah.
Our parents were members at the city course in Saskatoon, so I used to go in and caddy there and learned lots about the game.
Nice.
So, Colin, when did you fall in love with the game of golf? Like, at what age were you like, yep, I want to do this. This is the sport I want to play?
Yeah, I don't know if I ever came up with that one, but I always enjoyed the game. And like I said, I kept in the competition. I was there caddying a bit. And, like I said before, my love was at the start was hockey, and I was going to be a hockey player.
Yeah.
Golf. I didn't start playing competition till way later. Didn't play in junior because I wasn't introduced to it. We lived in Delisle, so always liked the game. Love it. No.
Hey, Cobes, do you know any hockey players that made it to the show?
Not too many.
I was thinking about the Bentleys.
Oh, yeah, my great uncles. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
They're pretty special. Yeah.
They're like top 3 brother combos in NHL history.
Yeah, back in the day. Yeah, they were my grandmother's brothers.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they lived here in Delisle, and I lived next door to Max, which NHL Hall of Famer and Spartan race winner and Stanley Cup winner.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah,
it's not bad.
Pretty special.
Cobes, what do you think? Is it something in the water in Delisle that you guys just have incredible athletes like softball, baseball, and hockey? It's
and curling.
incredible.
And curling,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have a wife that's won a couple world championships.
What's her name?
Sherry Anderson, and I think everybody knows her. And
Yeah.
you know,
Never heard of her.
they're supposed to go to the Worlds again this year in Geneva in April. Hopefully that goes with what's going on, but they missed their last one. It was supposed to be in Kelowna a few years ago. But anyway, they're going to have a chance to be a three-peat. So the curling, the ball with Terry Weeb, a world champion here in town. And it's pretty.
Did you play baseball or softball?
I
Or
played
both?
baseball when
Okay.
we had baseball here, and then the year that they quit, my mother drove me to Saskatoon. I played for a year with the Saskatoon team there. And then played a bit of slow, or not slow pitch, but fastball a little bit. But
So
not
Cobes,
not like your dad did or those guys, but
speaking of winning, winners win, and obviously we know what you're all about. You've won a ton. I want to get into, obviously, you didn't play junior a ton of golf, but provincial AMs, 4 AM teams, 5 Canadian AMs. Walk us through just some of that success. Obviously, you found it early, and walk us through it.
yeah, I didn't find it early, but I met some people through golf, good friends. One guy I'm going to say is Brian Bamford, which if you look back, won his share. And I just thought he was one of the best, if not the best. And he introduced me, and I played in some AMs and, got to like it. And then, it used to be 3 rounds here, and then you made the cut and you went 3 rounds to another place. And that year was in North Battleford, made the cut and went to the city course, which I still love the place, and made my first team there.
Wow.
But that was 93 or something. So I was 40 or 38 or whatever. And then, found out I could do it, confidence level, and then made it the next year. And, it was pretty special to go to those Canadians, and it just gets in your blood. I want to go again. So
And you did.
and I did, yeah, I got lucky. And, I strive to do that. And, it's confidence. You build a little confidence.
Yeah.
So, Colin, along with winning, I mean, I've seen the list of lots of stuff you've won. I also noticed you had 11 hole-in-ones on 8 different courses. Can you name each course you had the hole-in-one on?
Pardon?
Can you name each course you had your hole-in-one on?
Yeah, I probably could. Want me to try and come up with that?
The listeners probably want to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, the first one, I believe, was Holiday Park. The hole now is on the Executive 9. Was a good hole. Goes along the south side. Anyway, Holiday Park, Willows, Moon Lake, 2 at the city course, and neither one of those holes are in play anymore. And Delisle, I've had 3 here since they opened their new course. One in Quesnel, where I used to live for 4 years in BC.
2 to go.
One in Outlook in the Ryder Cup. I was playing the pro Kenny Morrow in a match.
Oh, really?
There we go.
Yeah, that was good. And
Pick up.
yeah, thanks. And where the heck was the other one?
I'm just fascinated. You have 11 hole-in-ones. That's unbelievable.
And what I was going to ask too, out of the 11 that you had, which was the most special? Was it the first one?
Oh, I guess, yeah, I was pretty pumped with that. I was playing with Brian Bamford. We were having a money game, I think, and George Madron. I'm sure lots of you heard of him.
Oh yeah.
And I can't remember who the other one was, but anyway.
And the visa bill after was not too bad.
No, oh, yeah, the other place was Waskasiu playing in the lobstick.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow. So just notorious to hole-in-ones in match play events, eh? That's impressive.
yeah. First match playing Gretzky from PA. City got an ace. Didn't get to see it go in because that hole. But anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, that whole deal with that hole-in-one thing about buying guys drinks, like you're in a tournament. Oh, you got to buy us a drink. And anyway, I played with a friend of mine, a real good friend, Brad Phelps, and he got a hole-in-one a couple of years ago at Riverside and got a vehicle for it.
Oh, really?
I never ever got anything for any hole-in-one.
Wow.
Just paid tabs.
Just paid tabs, yeah.
And I haven't close to a hole in one ever, so don't have to worry about that problem.
Oh, it'll happen.
Yeah.
Just let it happen. Yeah.
That's one thing that I've learned from playing with you, Cobes. And I think it was just the one time I think maybe was it the Murray? I think, yeah. And I was just not a poor attitude, just mentally frustrated. And you just like, let's be honest, it was probably advice, just telling me to calm down, this and that, relax, chill out. Like,
I remember you playing really well.
Yeah, I learned how to just, hey, hit it and go find it. That's what you said.
Yeah.
You just got to relax. And, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because you don't really win once and then that's it. You have looks from your resume here. You like to win things more than twice. 3 Melford Opens, 8 senior lobstick champs, 6 Saskatchewan senior champs. Like it's incredible. And I think a lot of young golfers can learn from that because they get so caught up in the moment itself, I think, and learning from you how you just even keel and just play one shot at a time.
My whole motto all the time was hit it and find it and hit it again. I see I see so many guys get so frustrated by a bad shot. Well, better start thinking how you're going to get that one up and down from and it helps instead of getting frustrated. But
it's a great attitude.
It's kind of related to what Drew was just saying. Like you are, I mean, I feel like you're like the godfather in Saskatchewan. Like everyone looks up to you. There's a generation of probably 20 years of people who just look up to you, and you were always a great mentor, and you were always like so approachable and welcoming, and you gave advice and stuff. Like I still remember the first time I ever played with you in Nipawin. I mean, you were just fantastic to me and stuff. And even a couple of years after that, this isn't about me, but the year I won, I remember talking to you the night before. Shut up, Drew.
I said, not a big deal. I said, that's huge.
The night before I asked you, I was like, how do you win this thing? And you said, just go play golf. Like, don't try to win it. Just go play.
Yeah.
And you've done that for so many people. Like who is your mentor?
Good question.
Yeah. Well, like I said, Brian Bamford introduced me to competition. Okay. I watched a guy, I got to play around him a bit, the real godfather, Jim Sisson.
Yep.
Yes. That guy won more in this province than anybody. And stuff you don't even know he won. Not just in Saskatchewan, all over. But I watched him, and I just watched little things about in the wind, how he didn't move his head, and how, I used to watch the Golf Channel. I wasn't hitting the ball very good, and I'd watch the Golf Channel before a tournament, and I knew I wasn't hitting it. I was getting it out to the right. I picked up stuff from there, just little things. So mentoring, my parents, my mother was always influential behind me. But
Wow.
I used to watch all the guys. Like I go to the city course. Like I said, I used to caddy there. But Rick Folk, you remember Rick?
Mm-hmm.
And guys, I'd say I watch him hit the ball, and I just wow, you know, I was in awe.
So
No, like it's not even about on course. It's like off the course. Like just everyone, especially in my generation, just always looked up to like you and guys like Phelpsy and Rick Hallberg. You know, guys like that. It's just, it's so cool, and it's so unique to Saskatchewan. I feel like.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been pretty lucky to have as many golf tournaments as we do, and you know, that's my highlights is when I go to pick up Brad or he picks up me and we're heading to Nipawin or wherever we're going, or Regina City Am, or we're going to see the guys. You know, that's my highlight. My brothers, like, get in the vehicle and we're heading for the lobstick. You know, that's highlights.
Yeah.
So you
Go
won
and see the guys and enjoy the people, and you know, you want to, when you tee it up, let's enjoy the day and enjoy your playing partners.
So you were 38 when you won your first Am. Did you have I'm assuming there's a lot of younger golfers at that Am. Were they kind of being like, who is this guy? How, you know, he's a lot older than us and he's out there making it look so easy.
Yeah, I was 38 when I made my first team. I think I was 40 when I won my first Am, but yeah, I don't know. There's guys like Randy Gilowitz. I was on a couple teams with him, and you know, I just watched those guys, and he played for a while, and you know, it was pretty special to get into that desire to wanna compete, and at the end, you didn't always make all the teams, but I made lots of teams, and that really made my year, made my day. It's, you know, awesome.
I'm still trying to find a way, Colin. Man, is it hard? It's hard. And now these kids are so talented. Like I thought, but I'm not a kid anymore, but these guys are good.
You think? Yeah. You got all these young guys, Roman and Cade and Ty Campbell. Yeah, I can go on. And how good are they? I got to play with most of them last year, and it's pretty special, like, to watch this. And 64, and then the guy comes in behind you, 63, and in the City Am. Like, that's why I like to play in those. I still think I could get it in the hole enough to not embarrass myself to play with them, but to get paired with them to play, it's awesome.
It's funny you say that, because I find it a treat to golf with my little brother. Like, there's 16 years between the two of us, so just watching him hit the ball compared to what I do, it's I know what you're saying. Like, it's a wow factor. It's like, man, how do you hit the ball that far? How do you hit that straight consistently over and over and over again? You know, he's trying to give me lessons on the course, which doesn't fly too well because I'm stubborn and I just continue doing what I do, which that's why I'm not a pro.
Drew just got a chub.
Oh yeah.
Pumping his tires, pumping him a little harder.
Well, it's true. It's very true.
I've got to play with Drew, and he's got the game. Just gotta get confidence. You know, Tori. Look at Tori. He played, and then all of a sudden he made the team, and he made another team, and just confidence.
I've tried to tell Drew. Me and Drew off the record have had some chats, and I'm like, man, don't try to make the team. Don't try to win. Just go. Just play as good as you can. That's all you got to do.
For how much swagger I have,
play well, you'll make it.
Show it sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's, you know, at the end of the day, I always have thought, how did I do this? Because I'm sure not the best ball striker, or I just played golf, got the ball in the hole. At the end of the day, it seemed okay around par. It was amateur golf. Par golf's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, you shoot the odd 67. Or I remember in Lloydminster, and I think you made the team that year, Tor. You might have
Yes, sir.
won it. Did you win it that year?
No, Cadmus won by like 94.
Okay. How good was he? Anyway, yeah, we played, and that day, a friend of mine, Daryl LaFawn, come out and caddy, sort of, walked around with us, and I shot a 67 or 68 that day, and that made, I made the team that year because it was down to 25 and over, 35 or something. And who else made the team with us there?
You, me, and Cadmus. That's the year they switched to
just
three players instead of four.
Look at that lineup. The veterans, winners.
Yeah, I think we went to Point Grey or
No, Coppenwood in Markham, Ontario.
Awesome, yeah. How good was that place?
Oh, nasty.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, it just it's somehow you threw those rounds in, and it helped it to really. That when I made the amateur team at Riverside, I think it was the third round maybe. I shot the course record there, 65, and Graham and Lindsay, Daryl LaFawn made that team, but you know, I was playing around Carl then. Carl had made teams, and it was just somehow you got something going, and that made the team. You threw one.
That was 03 or 04, I think,
Yeah.
but I remember that.
Hey, Tori, do you have a wheelie chair?
A wheelie chair?
Yeah, can you quit screeching your chair? Is it you?
No, it's not me.
Oh, okay. Cobes, I want to ask a question to you. Since you have 11 hole ones, I want to ask what your lowest score is, and this may be offline. Have you ever broke a club?
No, I've never in anger. No.
I figured.
You know, I don't know if I told you that one, but my mother used to run the junior program here, and we were over on the Dusty Nine playing, and I hit a shot and I didn't like it, and I was going to hit it over again. She said, "Well, you can't." And I said, "Well, I'm gonna. That's what I'm." She said, "You take your clubs and your ball and you go home." And I had to walk across the tracks, and I never did that again. Like I learned at a very young age that there's no room and not that I haven't got cranky before, but I try.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I've never broken them.
Cobe, speaking about the old Dusty Nine.
We never had the low round yet.
What's that?
I want to know Cobe's low round.
My bad.
Well, I shot 61 over here, but it's a par 69. It wasn't in a tournament. In tournament golf, I guess 60. I think I shot 64 at Cook.
Ooh.
And the par there is 71, and 65 at Riverside. So 64 in competition, I guess. It's
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
not a lot of those.
I shoot
The odd one, but not a lot. Yeah. Not constant.
So going back to the Dusty Nine, and now you guys have the new nice golf course there. Is it what is the name of it? Is it
Delisle Valley View.
Valley View? I was thinking Riverview, but Valley View.
Valley
What
View.
was your involvement in getting that started?
Well, no, I wasn't involved in it. Guy by the name of Sid Hill started it. And,
Okay.
you know, Bud Johns, which used to be the greenskeeper at City Course, came out and helped them design it. And, you know, we were living there across, I'm looking across where we used to live. out my window here, and there was nothing out back. And friends used to come out for supper, Bob Will and his wife, and we'd go back and hit balls in the field out here. Then all of a sudden they come in and built a golf course here. And it was pretty awesome. It was right out our back door. And
Heck yeah.
but it was town people that, you know, I was sort of the believer that they should stay where they were and redo the Dusty Nine over there on the other side.
Mhm.
Because I grew up on it. And
That's over by the ball fields, right?
Yes, exactly. Sorry.
Yeah.
But they really sure did a nice job here. It's a pretty special place. People
Looks
were
awesome.
saying, yeah, people were saying they should go to 18 holes, like down along the creek here. And I thought, no, we're good here. We just got 9, and it's busy as heck and really busy here now.
I heard men's night is booming there.
Well, it could be more people out, but it's busy. It's good. Yeah, we have fun. Thursday
Awesome.
nights, I play with my brothers, and whoever wants to come out and play. And yeah, pretty
Beautiful.
Cobes, I want to ask about the 8 senior lob stitch champion. What is your mentality playing match play?
Well, those are the senior and their medal,
Okay.
Drew.
Okay.
The senior lob stick has eluded me, or not the senior, the lob stick, men's lob stick.
Okay.
I never played in it forever because it was a week long.
Yeah.
You know, back when I was maybe had a better chance to win it, but ever since I've been playing in the senior lob stick, I played in the men's too. I'm there for 2 weeks.
Wow.
And here a few years ago, about 4 years ago, I had a chance. Nobody's ever won in both. And I've had quite a few chances because I've won the senior 8 times and I play in it. Anyway, I got to the final one year, and I'm playing this guy that's, you know, we've had some good tussles. Danny Kluhart.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Good as he, yeah. And
Stud.
we had
I
a
was
good,
just hearing you say I've won it 8 times. That's just ridiculous. Like
Yeah.
that's
yeah, I think I won it 7 in a row, which was pretty special. And then I didn't win.
Wow.
Can't even tell you who did, but I can see him anyway. And then the next year I won it. So, but now there's some tough guys coming in there. They're getting they're getting younger, like Cliff Sealander and Marty Ring. Those guys.
Yeah.
So
Maybe this year.
Sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
But
Oh, okay. No, I was gonna say, you know, Colin, first time I've met you, but you know, I'm watching your reaction to the questions Drew and Tori are asking. I can see a smile on your face. I mean, it's obviously bringing you back a lot of memories, right? Something that we do ask all our guests, something that I always ask is, if you could pick the ultimate foursome that you wanted to golf with, anybody you could, who would it be and why?
well, that's a tough question.
I hope Cher's not listening.
Yeah, I don't know if I can answer that one. I'm sorry, but
No,
Okay,
that's all
fair
right.
enough.
Okay, fine. Here, we'll do this. You get 4 rounds of 4 days of golf you get to pick 3 people for 4 days. There you go. We made it a little longer now.
well,
Living, dead, famous, doesn't matter who.
well, yeah, that I've listened to lots of people and read lots of things about and they're picking famous people or whatever, but who wouldn't want to play with Tiger Woods?
That seems to be one of the number one answers when we ask that question.
I'm sure, and that's never going to happen. And I enjoy my buds and my,
Absolutely.
you know, my brothers. We always have a good time, but
Well, we'll let you stew on that question, and then the next time we get you on the pod, maybe you'll have a better answer for us, eh?
Well, yeah, I don't have a very good answer for you. I'm sorry.
Cobes, you could
You gotta call his buddies and say, hey, don't get offended. I'm just gonna say 3 people. It doesn't mean anything.
Cobes, you could have picked me and just the
Yeah.
twos, and we could have played in 2 hours.
And then we'll play behind you. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, I remember in Nipawin one time I played with you. You told my dad was with me, and he was commenting on how we both play quite quick. And you told him a story about why you play quick when you were a kid. Do you want to share that?
I can. There was another guy that I caddied quite a bit for at City Course when I was growing up, and I got to go over to his place. His name was Bev Bentley. He was one of the Bentley's sons, Roy Bentley, which was a brother of Max and Doug. Anyway, Bev was a member in there. And when we played around the Dusty Nine over here or wherever we played, I was allowed to play as long as I got up and hit my ball before they got there. And then I could keep playing. If I didn't, then I couldn't play anymore. So I'd hit, and I'd probably be the first one hitting all the time. And I'd run up and I'd hit again and run up and hit again. And, you know, as long as I stayed ahead of them, I was okay. And maybe that taught me to, I've always been a fast player, and not fast, but ready to play. And
Yeah.
I think it's good for the game.
I love it.
Cobes, what's your go-to beverage after a round of golf?
cold Pilsner's good.
Nice.
Now we're
Yeah.
friends.
Are we in questions from the gallery?
We're in questions from the gallery, sponsored by Rubber Co. Rubber Co. 100% recycled tires, rubber flooring, rubber hockey devices, rubber everything. Call today 306-541-9840 or check them out www.rubberco.com. Call me, Rubber. Think with your head and choose the right rubber.
That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Cobes, what's your favorite course in Saskatchewan? I know you're going to say PA, but outside of PA.
PA.
You know,
Okay.
Test of golf, I think Riverside is, and I love it.
Yeah. Gorgeous.
You know, Waskesiu, it's tough to beat. There's not a lot of competition played like the lob sticks. There's never been that I've played in an amateur, mid-amateur, senior championship there. So Nipawin's a pretty nice golf course.
Yeah. Great track.
The City Course, I used to love it, and then they went away from the one side and built on the other side. Yeah, I miss the old one. I was a member there for 10 years. My parents were for 25 years. And the old one was, yeah, like I said, I had 2 hole-in-ones there. Those holes are no longer in play anymore. So
I'm guessing one was 13, old 13.
no, one was 15 and one was 2.
What was the one on Lorne Avenue there over the water?
2.
Oh, okay. So same hole.
Was it?
Well,
No.
that was probably 2. It was probably old 2.
Back,
when they had the old
back in the
clubhouse.
day when I was a member there, you
Yeah.
played one along Lorne Avenue, a par 5.
The
and
par
then
5.
number 2. Yeah,
Yep.
Number 2 was 140 yards or 135.
Yeah, we're talking about the same hole.
Sorry, he's got 11 hole-in-ones, all right? There's a lot to keep up here. He's
How
got
many do you have, Drew?
0. So
Okay.
don't get Cobes. He's got 11.
Sorry?
0 Cobes. 0.
Oh, well, it'll happen. And
I hope so.
Tori,
Yes, sir.
how many do you have?
4.
Nice,
Wow.
nice. You know,
All by yourself, though, Tori. No chances.
Yeah, all by myself. Fuck
you
you,
can go.
Drew.
you can go around the table and everybody, how many hole-in-ones? How many hole-in 1, 3, 4, 5, or whatever?
I'm at the wrong
Albatrosses.
Oh,
Albatrosses. Not too many.
None.
You know?
None for me.
Well,
That's
Yeah,
what I
I've
want.
had one. I've had one, but
Go
I'm just
on.
saying,
Oh, is that a 2? That's a 2 on a par 5, right? So I
2
guess
on
I
a
had a 2
5,
on a
yeah.
par 4 at Legends. That's not an albatross, though, is it?
Well,
That's an eagle, Drew.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
double
How's
eagle.
your math?
That's still good.
I got an 8 on a par 5.
Hey,
Yeah, but your
Cobes, my
handicap
first
kicked
one.
in and you actually had a par, so it was perfect. He got-
Cobes, my first one, I was playing in a threesome, and I bet you the combined age of the other two guys I played with was 160. I was
Okay.
playing with these old, just
So you could have lied for sure. You could have lied to the whole.
no, I'm just saying. I was playing with just two random old men at Riverside that I just got paired up with.
And then you made
Number
them
11.
buy you drinks. You're like, you're buying
Oh.
drinks.
Number
Yeah.
11. Nice. Yeah.
So I got a question for you. Colin, your favorite sport other than golf and professional team?
Oh.
And professional team?
Yeah.
Well, the Maple Leafs, sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, everybody seems to hate the Leafs for some reason, but
Yeah.
everybody should love the Leafs.
The media has a hard. They have a hard time liking their own team, which is too bad. But
I'm
anyhow,
assuming hockey then is the sport of choice then, right?
Yes, I was going to be a hockey player. I played junior in Moose Jaw for a couple years with the Canucks. back
oh no
in the
way,
day.
Moose Jaw Canucks. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, I played with Willie Desjardins. And
Wow.
you probably heard of Willie.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
You know, he went on to be a coach and
he's
never
now back
played
coaching that. Yeah,
My father-in-law played.
Medicine Hat.
yeah, he's now back coaching the Tigers now. Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah.
Good.
Willie's legit.
Yeah, my father-in-law played for the Canucks back in the day too. But
Oh, nice.
I don't know the age difference,
Nice.
so I'm not gonna ask. So
Yeah, no, I loved hockey and all kids growing up did, and you guys do. And
Yeah.
curling, my parents were curlers. My mother won the province 3 times out of 4 years with her sister, and my dad represented the province. So I always wanted a green jacket. I had green jackets from golf. And here, I don't know how long ago it was, 5 or 6 years ago, I got in the Masters curling with 60 and over, and then we won. We won 2 years in a row. I played with a world champion, Jimmy Wilson, played third for him, and we won and won Canadians. So that was a feather in my hat. And then the next year I played with a world champion in seniors of Eugene Ritzik, and we won.
Hey, Jimmy played ball with my dad, Coach.
Yeah, I know. Your dad played with a lot of good players, and your dad was a good player.
Speaking of Moose Jaw, what was it? Moose Jaw, what? That you played for?
Canucks?
Canucks. Didn't Boshin play for them too?
Yeah, he was there when I was there. Yeah.
Yeah. Delisle, shout out. So, hey, speaking of dad,
Yeah.
question from the gallery. He asked who your favorite Leaf is.
Well, Davy Keon back in the day. That's going a long time
Oh
back.
yeah.
But I mean, I grew up watching the Leafs, and my great uncle Max played with them and won a couple Stanley Cups with them and won the scoring race.
it's obviously before 1967. Right?
Yeah.
Hush. We don't need to talk about that.
Oh yeah, 2 Leaf fans on here.
How can you not like Wendell Clark as a Leaf? And there's a newer one.
Yeah. Yeah. Tori,
Oh, I can keep going.
you go.
Who was your I guess for lack of better words, like biggest competitor? One that came to mind was Garth Collings came and won the Mid-Am like 3 or 4 years in a row. But like in Saskatchewan, who would you see? Like you won all these match play tournaments. Who would you go against? Me like, oh shit, I got my, I better pack a lunch for this one.
Yeah, like the Northern was the match play in Melford for the match play tournaments. The city course, the Central used to be, but the years that I won there was turned into medal play. So, you know, there's one guy in PA that I always said was a grinder, and that was Marty Ring. You know, you had to play solid to beat that guy. He beat me in the final one year. And I don't think I played him again, but you played all the young guys, the Swensons and the Ziegelmans but, you know, Brad Phelps, you know, I'm going to bring up Brad. He's a pretty close friend of mine in golf.
Yeah.
And I remember the year that I won it, one of the years I won it, I played in the amateur there, and I didn't make the team to go to Riverside. That was where the Canadian Am was in 2007, I believe.
Yeah.
That year, Ron Stewart, there's a pretty good, won 3 amateurs in 3 different decades. That's pretty special.
He missed 97.
Yeah, I won that year. He won in 87,
77, 87, and 07.
2000. He won that year anyway. That year the Northern was right after, and we played that before the Canadian Am, which is in August. And I played Brad Phelps' first match. And what a match we had. It went to 18, and I got him. Then I played I think I played David Stewart, which made the David Stewart that made the amateur team that year with his dad.
It was
Oh, that'd be kinda
him,
cool.
Luke.
Okay, got him. Second match, third. I played the whole team.
Well, it was Dave, Ron,
Yeah.
Luke Sheard, and T. Frank. T. Frank beat me in the
No, well, T was
playoff to make the team. I don't think he played T. Frank
beat you in a playoff that year.
to get on the team, but I'm saying I don't think T. Frank played in the Northern that year.
No, he didn't. I played Brad. I played maybe Ron but I played Luke in the final and got him and won that year. And then went to the Canadian Am that year, had to qualify and shot 72 and qualified to play in the Canadian Am, and then ended up making the cut that year and got beat by David Burney.
Who was on the big break.
Had him on the pod, friend of the show. Yeah.
Yeah. He had Cliff Russell caddying for him.
Yep. I remember that very well.
I would have beat him if Cliff wasn't caddying, I think. But
Cliff's a good golfer.
Yes, he is. And he knew the golf course, and he helped him on a lot of stuff that day.
Yep.
Anyway, I remember that. And another guy that he played in the final of that big break, I played with him in the Canadian Am at Shaughnessy, which was Graham's caddy.
Julian
Trudeau. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those 2 guys play one another in the big break. So that was pretty special.
Yeah. No, that's cool.
I think that year at the Canadian Am, young guy that's on tour right now won it.
James
Lep.
No. Remember James.
Roger Sloan.
No.
Mackenzie Hughes.
Shoot, no.
David Hearn.
No. Younger, older than those guys.
The guy from
Taylor?
BC. He's from BC, isn't he?
It's not Hadwin. It's yeah. Anyway,
Michael.
so it's good to play with some of in around. So I never played with them, but played in around. Played with that other guy a bit, Graham Dillette. Wish he could come back. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's sort of a sad story with his body, but he did good.
He's great behind the mic though too. He's
Yeah, good.
I hope he comes back and plays some golf.
Yeah,
Cobes, I have a question, and we usually finish this podcast off with this question, and we talked about it a little bit earlier, but just some advice for a young listener today. And obviously, you're a mentor for a lot of young golfers out there, whether it's a boy or a girl. Just some advice on what it takes to win, and how you do it, and just some positive vibes.
yeah. Just stay positive all the time on the golf course. Believe in yourself. Like confidence, I guess, is more. There's so much opportunity out there for young girls to play this game.
Yeah.
We got neighbors over here, young girls, and the guy, ever since Sherry told them about the opportunity for girls, he's got them hitting out there in the nets. It's just it's a great game.
Yeah.
And just stay in yourself and love. You gotta love the game. We got a young guy over here playing golf. He's going to be on the world fastball team this year.
Wow.
And I think he's could be in pro golf pretty easy.
Awesome.
I just don't know how to get him there, but
yeah. Cobes, man, this has been fun today. We're taking up your birthday, and we appreciate you taking the time to do this. You enjoy it. I think it's your 43rd birthday. You don't look a day over 44. So you enjoy it. Tori, thanks for setting this one up. Troy, I think we all had fun today. The Cobes will do it again, and I can't wait to see you this summer.
Well, yeah, that would be awesome. I just heard that they're going to have the Regina City Am, so looking forward to that.
Absolutely.
And I appreciate off the Hosel with you boys. It's been awesome, and I know we tried to get this going again, Drew, but
hey, now I get to see your beautiful face now instead of talking to the phone. So now I want to see your face on your birthday, and
yeah, we'll get some golf in this year, hopefully.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, Cobes, take care. All right.
Take care of you guys.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Troy,
Nice
Tori,
happy birthday.
Drew, thank you.
See you, Cobes.